Hi everyone. So today I'm gonna be showing you a time lapse basically of a project that I did with a friend of mine. We built these hand railing on a staircase, so let's get started. Here we are putting the posts and making sure they're all level, all plumb. To do that kind of process we use a lot of levels, and we actually like to use our laser level, which is a really handy tool that you don't have to be holding a level with one hand and using the other hand to screw your post down. So right now we are measuring and making sure we get the actual handrail piece right. So they need to be about 36 inches high for a handrail. That's standard, that's code basically. On the very top, as you can see, the height is a little higher. There's a 42 inches if I'm not wrong. That's a guardrail, and that needs to be a little higher. So this is my friend Oscar. He's making sure that post fits into the step. So here the client wanted the post to be half out of the step and half into the step. So we had to make that work out pretty good. There's a laser line right there on the wall, which is actually we're using to level the post that he's working on. I'm working on the top over there, making also it's like a box for that kind of post that up there. So now I brought the piece that's gonna go on the top. So this is all the railing, some pictures of it. So now we're getting ready to put the balusters in. So this project right here, the client orders some square balusters, and it's a little different than the rounded one because that takes a lot more work. So I'm gonna be showing you a chisel that I use really soon here. So this is the chisel right here. It has 4 points or teeth, really sharp. All you gotta do is center right there. Okay, so there's a hole. I like to use my split square here just to make sure this is square. Then I line up my chisel over that hole. So it's real tight. You gotta force it up. There we go. And then what I do, I go with this again. So there you have it. It's a square hole. So that chisel really makes my life easier, because if I would do that with a normal chisel, I would have to do each side of the square one by one. So with that chisel, all that I do is I drill with a 1/2 inch Fastener bit, and then I shave the corners with the chisel. And you can see here how the balusters fit in really snug and tight. There's the guardrail right there. Here I'm working on this section right here, which is a really interesting turn right there on the top. So it has a gooseneck on the handrail and also has a turn. So that was an interesting piece to figure out. Screwing it in. Working on the other side now, on the other guardrail right here on the flat. So these flat sections right here, they're not as hard to do because it's basically figuring out where your balusters are going to land. We want a spacing that's even for each one of the balusters to be. So here's Oscar putting them in. We use PL Premium glue. It's a construction adhesive. Use both on bottom and top of the baluster. So they're screwing it into the wall and into the post, making sure everything is level. We also put tape on each tread, because since we use that glue and it's a really sticky glue, we don't want that to get into on the top of the tread. So we always want to protect our material. So that's the other handrail on the other side right there. Pretty snug, pretty nice. And then Oscar is removing the tape. Then here's on the other side. As you can see, he's measuring it one by one, and we actually have a number down on the tape and on each baluster. So when he comes back with all these cut, there's a piece of tape that tells him where each baluster is gonna be at. So here's another tool that we use to make sure the balusters are plumb. So here it is. It's a laser level, and it has, actually this one has 5 dots. It shoots 2 dots on the side, 1 in the front, and 1 that's up and down. So that's what we do. We put the dot that's on the bottom on the mark, and then we shoot it up, and we make a pencil mark right there, and that's gonna be a perfect plumb for our baluster. As you can see, it's right in the middle of the handrail. So here we are, keep working. So this is actually after we marked all the marks for our balusters to be, and I'm drilling the holes for each. So now you can see I'm using the chisel again to make sure we have a square hole right there on the bottom of the stair, on the treads. Now we gotta bring the balusters and put them in one by one. They're numbered, as I said, and they all should fit perfectly because we marked them one by one. And there you have it again. Removing the tape, making sure everything's clean. This is a before product right here, when the stairs were just the floor was just on the stair. Here's a picture of it when it was done with the handrail and the balusters. This one is the final picture when everything was stained and painted. So this project was a really cool project, and there's a lot more coming. So make sure you guys subscribe and hit the like button, and we'll be seeing each other soon.